Horse Racing Kid signing on to handicap day number 4 from the Atlantic City Racecourse All Turf Meet. Day number 4 from the meet here on Sunday, May the 1st, 2011. Closing day is actually Tuesday of the 6-day meet. I'm going to handicap all the races like I said I will at my first video for Atlantic City. I'm going to handicap all the races that are going to have this meet. So let's get on today's first race from Atlantic City. It is a maiden special weight for 18,000. They're going for maidens, fillies, mares, drills, and upwards. Them start claim price of 25,000. Going 5 furlongs. A field of 12 horses, including the 1A, and I'm going with the 1A here. Number 1, Satanic Angel, 5-2, last time out. They run on November the 12th of 2010 in a 5.5 furlong maiden race. Came in third by 7.5 lengths, drifted out that and gave away. And then started at Philadelphia Park on November the 1st of 2010, 5.5 furlong maiden race for 12,500. Came in third. He was in the inside and just tired late. This horse actually did want to start on the turf course at the 5 furlong sprinting distance on July the 17th at about 5 furlongs at Philadelphia's lawn and main race for 25,000. Came in second that day. And he vied and he had no match that day. I like this horse here a lot, and I'm going to 1A, who I prefer as my top pick. On 1A, Secret Laughter, 5-2, Casey Folster's jockey. Last time out, did run at Parks Racing, 6 furlongs and maiden, 25,000 on April the 11th. Came in fourth. He was ranked that day, but tired late. Then at Parks Racing, 5.5 furlong maiden race, came in second. He set the pace that day and was second best. Parks Racing March the 2nd in a 6 furlong maiden special weight for 47,000, came fourth. He chased but weakened at the end. And then this horse actually ran a turf race back in October the 21st. His first actual start was a 5 furlong maiden race at Remington Park for 30,000. Came in second. He set the court. He had an alternate race that day, alternate course that says, and he was gaining late. I think this horse likes the turf. I'm going to go with this one. Sorry, cap my bet for race number 1 from Atlantic City, going to 1A. Let's get on to race number 2 from Atlantic City. Well, it was a allowance race. 15,000 they're going for. It's start allowance for fillies, mares, drills, and upwards. Starter claim price 12,500. Going 5.5 furlongs. We do have a field of 12, and I'm going for 4 horse here, Dan's Last Stand. Last time out, 9-2, last time out there, Parks Racing on March 26th in a 5.5 furlong claim race for 15,000. Came fourth. That was on a he was prompted but weakened. Then up February 28th at Parks Racing, 5.5 furlongs on the mud in a claim race for 10,000. Came second. He was off the rail but held well that day. He was the second best. Then at February the 15th at Parks Racing, 5.5 in a main race for 12,500. He won that day. He vied steadily and was handling. And then at Parks Racing on January 3rd, 6 furlong main special week, 47,000. Came in 8th. He showed very, very little interest of running that day. And then December the 11th at Parks Racing, 5.5 furlong main race for 4,000. Came in 4th. He weakened in the stretch drive. 9-2, I think this horse could really like here in this race. He likes the distance, first time on turf. Hopefully this horse can handle it. So recap my bets for race number 2 from Atlantic City, going with 4. Let's get on to race number 3 from Atlantic City. What is the main special weight? 15,000 to go for maidens, drills, and upwards. Never start claim price of 20,000 or less. Going mile 16th, we have a field of 12, and I'll go mile 16th. And I'm going with the 7 horse here. Number 7, 10 plus, 2-1. 2-1. Hector Rivera's up here. H. Rivera, I forgot his name now. Last time out there on March the 18th of 2011, in a mile and 8th main claim race at Gulfstream Park. Came in second. Jesus Castanon was up that day. He had no match. He was up for second. Then at Gulfstream Park, 1 mile in the main special weight on February 21st. Came in 5th. He was off just slowly, but flattered in the stretch drive. Then 10th mile 16th main special weight on January 13th. Came in 8th. He dueled in an effort, but never got up there. He was actually the favorite that day, got 2-1. And then second on January 31st at Fairgrounds main special weight for 39. he was game for second that day. I think this horse should handle the turf course. Just he didn't break from a good hole. He broke from the 10 hole from the way outside in a 10-horse field at Tampa. I think he just didn't handle it that day. So I'm gonna go with that one, Surrey. Cat my bets for race number 3 from Atlantic City Racecourse, going with the 7-horse. Now let's get on to race number 4 from Atlantic City. It is a mile 40-yard allowance race, purse $15,000. Going mile 40 yards, field of 12. It's for 3 years and upward. Next starter claim price $12,500. Mile 40 yards, and I'm going with the 2-horse here. Number 2, odds and even 7-2. Last time out during a Pimlico 1 mile on April the 3rd of 2011 in a 1 mile claim race with 20,000. He came 5th. He was wide at the 3/16 pole by faders. He was broke from the 12th hole that day. Did not have a really good post position that day. Then a Philadelphia Park mile 70 yards back in November the 30th in a claim race for 13,000. Came in 6th. He showed very little interest of running that day. Don't Laura 1 mile off the turf around the slop in a main race for 20,000. Won that day. He's very wide that day. Then a lounge race on turf course in a national steeplechase race at 1.5 miles, going flat. He came in 8th. He had a wide trip and he was just outrun that day. Then at Delaware Park mile 16th main race on September the 8th, came in 4th. He pushed, but he was gain lead that day. Then actually this horse has run over the Atlantic City course on April 23rd, a mile and 8th main special. He did come in 4th. He swung wide and rallied late. Mile 40 yards. Hopefully this horse could handle it. So recap my bets for race number 4 from Atlantic City, going with the 2. So let's get on to today's 5th race, what is a main special for $47,000 for maidens, 3 years and upward. We do have a field. Let's go on to the next race. Field of 12, and I am going with the oval mile. As you know, I like showing these the diagram of the course, so you know which way the course is going. Some people, it's probably not you watching, but some people who watch my videos asked me to do that when I first started, so I do. Going 12 horses here, and I'm going to go with the 1 horse, Bama. 5-2, Stuart Elliott's jockey. Kelly Breen trains last time out. They're on Gulfstream Park 1 mile in the main race for 3,500. Came in 3rd. He was 3-1 that day. He vied into the stretch but weakened. Then a mile 16th at Gulfstream Park on March the 11th in the main race for 3,500. Came in 7th. He was bumped at the start, breaking from the 12th hole in these past 2 starts, and he was 3 wide. If he has the inside post today, last time he had the 12th hole at Gulfstream Park is the worst post position to have. You'd rather have the 14th hole than the 12th hole. That's just very bad luck. So I do like this horse. He only has run 2 starts. A workout at Palm Meadows on March 30th and a 4 furlong workout on the turf in 54 breezing. So I'm going with this one, sir. Cat my bets race number 5 from Atlantic City, going with the 1. Let's go on to the 6th race, what is their final race on the card. It's a starter lounge race, purse $25,000 for 3 years and upwards. Never start claim price was $12,500. Going 5 furlongs. Field of 11 are going ahead of this one. And I'm going to do exactly here of the 4-11. Number 4, Palomian. 12-1, Kyle Freya's jockey. Last time out there on November the 12th at Philadelphia Park 1 mile claim race, came first. He held but was on tiring that day. And then I want to go back to a start at 5 furlongs October 30th at claim race at Philadelphia Park, came 5th. He just fell back that day. Did a 5 furlongs boot on a soft going in a claim race on October 11th. Came in 2nd. He was vied. He had no match. In the Mr. Jenny Stakes at Philadelphia Park, 5 furlongs on September the 11th. Came 6th. He was inside and he weakened in a dead heat for 12th. In a dead heat for 6th. He broke from the 12th hole that day. Then this horse loves the turf sprints. 11-3 at this distance. His best, he has won his maiden race. He did break his maiden at this distance, so I do like this horse here a lot. So so going with this one, and going with the 11 horse. I almost forgot here. Right from the outside, local celebrity 9-2 Simon Russell's jockey. Last time out, the run on November the 3rd of 2010 in the 5.5 furlong Lance Optional Claimer, won by half lengths. He was 3 wide at the turn, and he was driving. He broke from the 10 hole that day, and then again breaking from the 10 hole on October the 21st at a 5.5 furlong allowance race, won by half length. Laurel 5.5 Lance Optional Claimer, 3rd by length. He's 5 wide, and he lugged in at the 8th pole. I like this horse here, 5-4 at this distance. His only loss was coming in at 3rd at this distance, so he loves this distance. I'm going with this one, so recap my bets for race number 6 from Atlantic City, going to 4-11. So it's the Horse Racing Kid sign off for number. Good luck to all.